And on that note, welcome to the engine. Hell yeah, how's everybody doing? We hope your Sunday's going well. My name is Raymond, and today joined once again by.
Wow, that was a hard line to get out. Wasn't
You know what?
It?
Your name is Nick, and no guest today.
No, we should have new names. We need new names.
No, my name is Nick. I mean, fuck. I mean, my name.
How you doing, Nick?
All right, how you doing, Jeff?
Jeff?
Yeah.
My name Jeff.
Okay. Anyways, so today's gonna be a little bit of a different episode of the Engine Failure. It is episode 20. That's pretty awesome, right? We're at 20 episodes.
Wait, is this episode 20?
This is episode 20.
Oh, well, thank you for the nice camera. I brought it on the right day, huh?
All right. Well, I really don't care about that. Anyways,
You think people will notice?
no.
I guarantee you they do.
I guarantee you they won't. Anyways, on that note, having been said, please don't notice the camera. Don't write about it in the comments. Today we're going to be doing a bit more of Q&A because we didn't do any last week because the podcast ended shortly.
Well, we wanted to go eat dinner. We had a fabulous dinner.
You and Marco wanted to go. I wanted to make a full-length podcast so that the viewers would have one, but, you know,
It
you do
was
what you want.
30 minutes of pure gold. And by 30 minutes of pure gold, I mean very mediocre podcast.
I think that when you said you think it's the best podcast we've ever done,
No.
I don't think so.
Our best podcast, I think, was episode 13, 14.
One of those.
We had some really good ones. I really like the outdoors one.
Yeah,
The outdoors one was really
We're going to
cool.
do one again, except when it's like minus 40.
Are we?
So we're all just like,
Yeah?
welcome to the party.
Will the equipment even work?
We'll put all the equipment inside and just have the cables go outside.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. Tune in on whichever episode the engine.
Okay.
So yeah, episode 20 is a little bit different. We're going to do a lot of life advice today.
Are we?
Because we have a lot of good questions piled up, stockpiled.
Raymond, I have a question for you.
Oh, God.
As a bald man, how do you
Yes.
keep your head warm?
I put a toque on. Go store arrow12gaming.com. Then your plugging's done. You don't have to talk about it anymore. Okay, moving on.
I'm wearing your hat.
Yeah. So Nick, let's talk about this. Actually,
This is your hat.
okay. So Nick has been wanting to give me one of these hats since
Well,
I'm bald.
Raymond said my head's a little cold.
My head
I was
is-
like,
my head
I'm
is-
going to do a nice thing.
My head is always cold. It feels a little chilly right now, but I'm starting to get
If
used.
you like get a breeze, is it like weird?
Yeah. So you know when you get a breeze in your hair stands?
Yep. Does your hair stand on your head?
No, but
Is that possible?
you just feel the breeze. It's like, think of it this way. You know when you put your cold hand on your back and it's really cold?
By back, do you mean dick?
No, I mean like your back. How did you get dick from that?
I don't know what you're up to in your spare time.
Anyways, if you put your hand on your back, you know how it feels cold?
Sure.
Imagine the same sensation anytime you touch your head.
Okay.
That's the exact same sensation. Exactly.
Anyways, I
the
brought
same.
you a hat.
Yeah, so Nick was like, "Oh, I want to bring you a hat." Forgot to bring it yesterday.
Yeah.
Decides, "Oh, I'm going to bring it today." Forgot to bring it today. So like, "Here, use the hat I've been wearing for the past week."
This is my hat.
Well,
It's going to be Raymond's.
And I'm like, "Wow, thank you. You're such a nice charitable person, aren't you?"
Well, I'm sorry. I forgot it again.
It's okay. You're a very forgetful person. That's why we don't have any sponsors ever.
No, I actually messaged the people and we're like, hey guys, this was like 2 months ago.
It doesn't mean we can only get sponsored by one person.
Okay, I'll message LaCroix. For real.
There you go. That's the spirit. Especially for that Toronto episode, we need La Croix water.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'll be good. Whoa, spoilers. We don't know if it's happening yet. It'd be cool. I'm down to do it. Are
Do you
down?
think people picked up on the bomb I dropped last week?
No.
No?
I don't even know I don't know what you keep referring to.
Okay, well, they have to go watch the last week's podcast
Okay.
and then listen all the way to the end.
I don't know what you're referring to, but sure.
Okay, well, I dropped the bomb and hopefully the people saw it.
All right,
I'm
cool.
just saying,
Hopefully you don't go to jail, man. Bombing's not
I'm
a
just
nice
trying
thing.
to promote all the things. Like the stickers. You can get them now. Store at arrow12gaming.com.
All right, cool.
If people want one signed, we signed a bunch. We
Yeah.
still have a bunch of those.
Oh, we still have a bunch of the
Yeah.
signed stickers? There you go.
So if people want them, put in who you want it to sign, and we'll try to make it happen.
We'll try our best.
Yeah.
But that having said, if you do put it in and it's not signed when it shows up,
It's Raymond's fault.
no, it's not.
We probably ran out.
What happens if they want Ryan to sign it? Or Marco, right?
Well, then they'll just get me and you.
Right. If you want me to sign it, that's not as much of an issue. If you want Ryan or Marco, well, they're harder to get a hold of.
I'll sign for Marco.
You'll sign for Marco.
Yeah.
You're gonna. Well, his signature's not very.
He
original.
just writes his name.
Yeah, he just writes his
I'll
name.
just write it with my left hand,
and
like
he writes
does.
it differently every time.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got
That's
it.
how you know it's a Marco signature. It's not the same.
Every single one's different.
If you order stickers and there's a consistency in the Marco signature, you know you've been duped.
You know I did it.
It's like, wait, these signatures are the same. What is this?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, isn't that terribly bad for his bank?
What do you mean?
Well, if all his signatures are different, isn't that a lot of leeway for like?
I used to sign my bank cards exclamation or Nick in full capitals and exclamation point.
That is terrible.
Well, I changed it, but yeah.
I hope you did.
It was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Why not? It was funny.
I don't think it's a good idea.
It was funny.
Okay. You know, it's funny until the day someone takes all your money and runs away with it.
Oh.
It hasn't happened yet, so
I'm all good.
It's still funny.
Well,
for
this
you.
episode goes up in like a week, so we'll find out.
It's not going to happen within the next week. At least I don't think it will. Has it started snowing yet in Montreal?
Probably.
Has it?
Probably.
I stop saying probably. Answer the question.
Well, do you mean like today or like 2 weeks from now?
I'm referring to today, not 2 weeks from now.
Oh, yeah. Then yeah, it did.
Yeah?
I have a photo on my phone. I can send you of snow on my car.
So, because I'm away at school,
Yeah.
right? The weather is slightly different. We're in a very mountainous area.
Yep.
And it's already snowed 5 times.
What?
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
At your school, are there like off-road trails that you can drive down?
Not at my school, but I can drive 20 minutes and I'm in farmland and like farmland with like dirt rolls and the grass. It's all rally territory basically.
Could you like if you wanted to off-road the Jeep, you'd be able to?
If I wanted to seriously off-road the Jeep?
Yeah.
The Jeep doesn't have the capability to handle it.
Okay, well like a good off-road car.
Yeah.
You could?
Yeah.
Like go over like rocks and stuff?
Well, maybe not that kind of stuff.
But like, is it like a dirt path or is it like a trail?
There's dirt paths all over the place.
Yep.
And then there's a bunch of quarries. So I'm sure you contact an owner of a quarry and you go have fun.
Well, okay.
You just, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, I've been doing research.
Yeah, he's been doing research.
Harder to find than you think.
So
I was
Nick,
looking for trails and stuff. It's hard.
So Nick, have you sold your GTR yet?
I don't
That's
know.
getting bleeped.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Hopefully.
Oh, well, that's hopefully. Whoa. Is there something you want to tell the viewers? Do
No.
they know about this?
No. Well, if they listen to the last podcast, they do.
Wait, did you say it on the last podcast?
Yeah, that was my bomb.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Providing you didn't cut it out, moron.
go. I don't. Well, I'm sorry. I'm very fuming.
Are we gonna make it the title of the last episode?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
We'll leave it a surprise.
No, I don't feel like it's a good title for an episode.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no point because we don't even discuss it. You just subtly drop it at the end.
Yeah, but the last time we
People are
dropped the
gonna
bomb,
have tuned out because you have to understand from a listener's perspective
Yeah.
what was happening on the podcast last week. I don't think it's good. I think it's trash for a podcast. For entertaining content, sure, but as a podcast,
oh yeah,
it's terrible.
I just hope people laugh at some point during it, which I think they will.
I didn't think it was funny, but whatever.
As we later found out.
Yeah, Nick, the podcast ended and Nick and Marco were surprised. They're like, wow, you're actually mad. And I was like, yeah, fuck you guys. You're being dicks.
We thought you were doing a funny Raymond. Oh, I'm in character.
No, I was pissed.
Because Raymond plays the character of a grumpy old man.
Bro, how do I play the character? I get pissed at you
This is fucking why.
I get pissed at you all the time in real life, not even in videos. Every time someone does something stupid in our group, I'm like, you idiot.
He plays the grumpy old man really well. He's committed to the character.
I'm not
He's
committed-
even bald.
I'm not committed to the character. I am the character. It's like when I was born, it's like, well, what do you want to cast your son as? A successful YouTuber? No, I want him to be a grumpy old pessimist.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be the YouTuber. You be the grumpy old guy.
Yeah, I'm the grumpy old pessimist.
When someone like goes in your flowers, you're gonna yell at them?
No.
My neighbor used to yell at me for going in his flowers.
I'm just not gonna have flowers. Problem solved.
Oh. But yeah, hopefully it's sold. Hopefully I have a new car.
You think so?
I hope so.
Are you gonna sell it before buying the new car, or are you gonna buy before selling?
So I haven't planned this yet, but probably what's gonna happen is I will end up owning both cars at the same time, sort of, kind of technically.
Yeah.
Because you remember the guy I bought my car from last time?
Yep.
He will take the car, and he'll put it in the showroom. So if anyone wants to see it, they can go and check it out. I guess. So
okay.
Kinda, providing it's there. And then he'll sell it, and then I'm buying the other car from him.
Okay. Question.
Yep.
When are you getting rid of it? I need to record a video for your car.
I don't know.
Okay. Cool. Let me know.
He's looking into this on Monday.
I need. Okay. Well, you'll still have it by next weekend.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, maybe not.
If you still have it by next weekend, I'll film the bit. Or else,
If I don't, that'd be a really fast series of events.
well, yeah, it would be. That would be.
That'd be really quick.
That would be a fast turnout. It's like going from wanting to buy a GTR, not telling anyone about buying a GTR, buying a GTR, then deciding to sell it all within half a year.
Yeah, been 6 months.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of people who will be like, why?
Because you don't like it.
Yeah. It's cool, it's fast, it's great. It's just, not for me.
Rich YouTuber problems, guys.
Bro!
Something some of us will never be able to relate to.
Well, okay, you can get a GTR and try it out for yourself.
I can't get a GTR.
Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Thank you. I can tell you're so compassionate with the tone of your voice.
No problem.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, buddy.
So what else? That was it. That was my bomb I dropped.
Yeah, so are you taking the time to even get your winter tires installed on it? Or
No, I'm not buying winter tires. I put $50 of gas in it the other day. It's the last money I'm spending on that car.
Yeah. Is
I
that like
refuse. When it's empty, it's going to the place.
Here's
regardless.
what I don't understand. You went from loving it to hating it so fast. It was you were still loving it when you installed the Godzilla exhaust, or maybe you were loving the idea that it could shoot flames and you were ignoring everything else. And then when that didn't work, then you just went straight from like, this car's shit. I don't want it.
No, it was more like, so everybody hypes that car up.
Yes.
And it is the best value, I guess, supercar you can buy. And it's stupid fast, and it's stupid everything.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Except it's not.
Except I just don't like it. I bought it because of the numbers behind it and the stats behind it, and that it's Godzilla.
Well then, in that situation, let me explain to you what Nick has just said in regular terms. Let's say you meet a girl.
Yep.
She's perfect. She has a great personality. You guys get along perfectly.
Yeah.
She's incredible to look at, gorgeous, or guy.
No. That's what everybody else says.
Okay.
Everybody else says it's the best looking person, the smartest person, earns a bunch of money, is great.
So you're the guy, like, the second you have it, you start looking at all the other girls. Well, Jess, I think you're going to have
moron.
What do you mean? This is what you're saying.
But you know what I mean?
No. Well, yes and no.
So, like, everybody else says it's really good, and you're like, yes, it's awesome, it's great.
Yeah.
And you go and get it, and you're like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's what I thought having a boosted board would be like.
And then you sold... Wait, did you sell it?
No, I haven't sold it.
Oh.
I'm keeping it just for filming purposes.
Yeah, you should.
And streaming purposes, but in my mind, I had it. But what you don't realize about the boosted board and what you don't see in the Casey Neistat videos, that thing weighs a ton.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's
really heavy.
And there's nowhere to put it wherever you go, right? There is no logical reason for you to be going around a boosted board. You're not going to go through downtown Montreal on it unless you're strictly on the bike path. I don't know how he goes through New York on that thing. He's a lunatic.
It's crazy.
But I'm not, sorry, Casey. I'm not saying that you're a crazy person.
We'll go on his podcast to clarify our
You're
point.
going to be on couples therapy?
Yeah, we'll call him out, right? And then he'll invite us onto his podcast, right?
No, he's not. He has better things to do than talk to little 1 million subscriber Nick over here.
How many subscribers does he have?
What does he have?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at least over 10.
Is he over 10?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's either at like 8 or 13. One of those two. I don't know why those are the numbers that come to mind.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyways.
Yes.
So that's that. Like the Golf I bought, the R32, that was always one of my favorite cars growing up. Like forever.
Yep.
Same thing for the STI.
But you don't drive it ever.
That was because it's broken.
Permanently? Yeah. Have you still not gotten the suspension fixed?
No. Because the problem is, it has a problem with it. And in fixing the problem, it could break like the suspension completely.
Okay.
And if the suspension breaks completely, then I have to get new suspension.
Okay, so then what are you going to do? Just drive it with broken suspension?
No, I'm just going to get it fixed eventually. But then you have to like my method of fixing it is just going to be buying new suspension.
Okay, so
like right away.
No matter what happens, you're buying a new suspension.
Yeah. But that involves like researching what's the best one, going out and buying it, and then spending a bunch of money.
You know what kind of suspension? You know my Subaru Impreza?
Yeah.
How like when people sit in it and rock from side to side the whole car, you should put that on.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I don't want to lower it either. Yeah, it's already low.
No, it'd be unpleasant in your car.
It already rubs.
You remember Brian? He lowered his Golf.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah, no. So if you guys don't know this, Subaru Impreza, not the STI. Let me be clear.
Raymond's
not the WRX. Just a regular Subaru Impreza.
Yep.
I drive it often on streams.
Yep.
If you rock from side to side, even one person, the whole car will rock. That's how loose the suspension is. It looks really weird from the back. Nick can attest.
On Instagram, in one of my highlights for the month, I have a video of you doing it.
Yes.
I think it might have been in the Jeep, but it's the same thing in the Subaru.
So the Jeep, it's expected, right?
Yeah. Subaru's the same thing.
The Subaru is almost worse than the Jeep because it's lighter and it's easier to rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. Or not really.
But yeah, so that's my thought process. The Golf I always liked, ever starting from like a young age. The STI I always liked, and I still want to buy that car back. And it's like, there are a couple other cars that I've liked forever. And that's what I'm looking at now.
Okay. It seems legit.
So we'll see what happens.
As we said at the start of the episode, today is going to be a more life advice focused episode of the podcast. So we do have a first question.
Can we do an eating podcast at some point?
Sure.
Like episode... Should we do the first 10 episodes? Every 10 episodes is something special.
Okay. Well, that's
Viewers should email
that'll become
ideas of
difficult
special
very
things.
fast. Okay.
Like
Yes.
that we could do. Like it will be like a dress up competition one week.
We should do a podcast underwater. Anyways, that's a joke. Okay, moving on.
I'm just trying to get air.
If you want to send us an email and ask us for life advice, please send us an email at sendusenginestuff@gmail.com.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say the email.
That having
That's where you
said,
send
this
it.
one's actually pretty good. I like this question a lot. Dear Nick and Raymond, because he doesn't know how to say Raymond, he wrote Rayman.
Rayman. A lot of people write your name like that.
Yeah,
for some
it's
reason.
Raymond, FYI, just in case you
Okay, in the challenges that we do,
Yep.
the amount of people who say Rayman's a cheater or Rayman did this, Rayman can't drive. I'm like, his name's in the corner for 50% of the video.
I know, and okay, here's the other thing, right?
Actually, does it say Raymond or Ray?
To everyone,
it says Raymond.
It says Raymond.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to everyone who says Raymond can't drive, Raymond's a cheater, two things. Number one, the can't drive, statistically speaking, we're almost 50-50
Yeah,
in
we're like
terms of win.
50-50 on challenges.
Like,
I think I might have taken the lead for Horizon 4.
Yeah, but like eventually over time.
Yeah,
I think-
eventually it will even out. We go on streaks.
Yeah, we usually go on streaks. Someone wins, someone loses. That's just how things are, right?
Yeah.
And then if you take into account the second fact being Raymond's a cheater, Nick cheats all the time too. He just
yeah.
cuts it out.
Yeah, I'm the one who edits the video, so
Right, so-
Raymond gets fucked.
Yeah, so basically, if ever I do anything that's not perfect, I'm the bad guy. But then if
Yeah,
Nick-
bro, that gets included.
Exactly. just throwing that out there in case anyone was curious. That's also why on the wait, I can't do that with the podcast, can I now?
I mean, you could. It'd just be hard.
No, I'm not going to start cutting quality
Okay,
content.
so what is this guy saying?
All right, this guy's saying, "Dear Nick and Rayman," because
Rayman.
you know, and whoever else is there. Well, that's unfortunate. There's no one there. If
Should we
you're
get a pet hamster for the set?
no, I don't want to have to take care of it, and you're not going to take care of it because you're too lazy.
Could we get goldfish?
No, I don't want to have to take. No one's here when I'm not here. Who's going to take care of it?
You put a little puck of food in.
No,
Okay, we'll get a temporary goldfish.
no,
Can we rent a goldfish?
no.
Just for the podcast.
No.
We'll return it after
You know
every
what I'll
podcast.
allow? You can have one of those fish that you hang on the wall. You press a button, they start flapping and singing music, and we'll put that on the table. There you go. That's a fish.
Okay, I will. You doubt me? Okay. You keep reading your question.
All right. So as this guy was saying,
You shouldn't have said that.
if you are given the opportunity to buy a 200,000 USD supercar without modifying it,
Audi R8.
wheels and exhaust are exceptions, or spend $200,000 to buy a cheaper $10,000 minimum project car and build it up, which one would you do and what car would it be?
Audi R8. Done.
Audi R8 V10
Yeah, plus.
plus? Okay. And would you do anything to the exhausts? Rims?
Nah.
Nah, it's pretty good cars, straight up.
You can get some different rims like HREs or something.
Yeah, my problem is I don't know the price. I know everything by Forza credit standards.
Okay, so what car? Name me a car and I'll give you a price for it.
Honestly, I'd either project car RX-7
Yeah.
and make it insane.
Yeah, you can get one for 10K, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, maybe not 10K. He said 10K minimum. You can get it for more expensive.
Oh.
And then build it up. But or else I would get an R34 and R32 and just give it like 2,000 horsepower.
I'm not interested in modifying cars anymore.
Yeah, well, that's because you've destroyed your car by doing this. So, but yeah,
What's the flapping fish's name?
I don't know, because someone in the comments might tell us. You know, you can always ask them. But by then you'll have forgotten, and I will have been proven right because you'll have forgotten to bring your fish onto the set, and it just won't be a thing. So, next question comes from some guy who didn't identify himself. Hi, Nicky Poe and Ditch Boy, and guests. That's probably not going to be there like the last few weeks. Well, you're not wrong. Well, actually, the last few weeks we have had guests. So Christmas is coming up in a few months. I know it's early, but at 13, I've got not much money to make or do. Oh, fuck my English. And I was wanting a racing wheel for Xbox, and I was wondering if either of you had any suggestions for a company to get a full racing rig. So, okay, Nick just bought a fish on his phone. Nick, do you want to answer the question? Nick,
What?
do you want to answer the question?
What was the question? What'd he say?
He asked, what would be a recommendation for racing wheel for Christmas?
Thrustmaster. It's not because I'm sponsored by them or anything.
Okay,
Thrustmaster actually has a lot of good options.
okay, good. Do you have a cheap option?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think their cheapest one's like $200.
Okay, so please tell me what you were just laughing about. Inform.
$18 for shipping. Raymond,
Are you getting this off Amazon, or are you
Yeah.
getting this like?
Raymond,
All
I
right.
can't spend $72 on this fucking joke.
I mean, like, you know,
It's too expensive.
why is it too expensive? No. Okay. Well, next question. Hi, Ditchman and Nick. And other guests. Still no guest. Okay. Unfortunate. It is my senior year in high school, and I am preparing for college. I am a bit of an introvert, slightly awkward when it comes to being in public. Nick can attest to that.
Ow.
I cannot
kick the table.
I cannot hold a conversation very well. Along with that, I am mostly concerned with the changes that moving to college means. Moving from home, living alone, etc. Do you have any advice?
Raymond did that. Raymond, go.
Wow, that was unexpected. I was expecting you to say something stupid first so I could put my thoughts together.
Raymond moved to college because his parents kicked him out. Raymond, go.
They didn't kick me out, but...
Okay, they really don't like him, so they asked him to politely leave.
My parents love me, maybe? I'd like to think so. Well, anyways, recommendation. If you're moving to college, Nick, what would you do?
A lot of blow.
Okay.
A lot of alcohol.
Actually, your brother just moved to college.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm a lonely boy.
What have you learned through him?
A lot of alcohol.
McDonald's.
A lot of hookers.
Okay, all right. This is going downhill. My recommendation is, man, just do what you want. Get involved with school. Get involved with extracurriculars. You'll meet people. You'll talk to them. And if you don't get involved with those things, then you won't meet people. You won't talk to them. And you'll just spend your college days by yourself. And if you like to play games by yourself, you're fine.
Don't do that.
But if you're a social person and maybe you want to...
No, you need to meet people.
Have a girl. Unlike Ryan, maybe talking...
Give them birth.
Talking to... Actually, side topic.
What?
Ryan messaged me.
Oh, no.
During class, right?
Oh, no.
So... Ryan's in this group project, and there are girls in his group, okay?
Oh, dear.
Now, as we've established on a previous podcast...
Did he look at one of them and...
No, he didn't. No. As we've established on previous podcasts, Ryan is not very good with women at all.
You know Ryan listens to all these podcasts,
yes, right? Exactly.
Well, you're screwed.
Yeah, it's funny because it's true. Anyways, Ryan messages me that a girl from his group invited him to go sit in the front with her.
Oh, I heard about this.
Right. And he was like, nah, I'm not going to go. I prefer sitting in the back. I'm like, Ryan, this is a golden opportunity. She's inviting you to go sit with her. And he's like, yeah, but she has a boyfriend. And your point being, she has friends.
Exactly.
And if you don't talk to her ever, what happens if he becomes really good friends with the girl and then she introduces him, oh, man, why don't you have a girlfriend? I'm going to introduce you a girl. I know you're perfect or it's perfect for you. And then, perfect. There you go. Girl. Boom, bang, bang, bada. I mean, maybe she wants to introduce him to a guy.
Exactly.
And introduce you to a guy that... Don't take the girl's boyfriend, Ryan. I know you're watching. I know you might try that. We never know.
He'll be tempted.
Next time he's on the podcast, he's definitely going to bring this
We're
up.
so screwed next time.
Are we?
That's true, though.
Since when do you have a Streamlabs sweater?
They sent it to me.
Oh, really?
I made them a lot of money, bro.
Ah, well, that's good for them. I didn't know they took a cut.
No, they don't. Not anymore. They used to. They tried to. Actually, when I was in school,
yes,
very first class ever, I was sitting there all alone. Some girl came up and sat next to me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
Oh, nothing. I didn't talk to her.
So the girl, okay, was it just that she sat next to you because it was the last seat in the class, or she wanted to sit in front, or she just legitimately aimed to sit
Why do you think I sit in the front of the class?
To learn? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. You're not very smart.
I sat in the middle of the class.
Okay. All right, cool. Fair enough.
If you sit in the back, you're target number one. And if you sit at the front, you're... I don't know. I don't like it.
If you sit at the front, you actually have to pay attention? Is that how that goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's fair
No,
enough.
but I spoke to her.
Okay, you spoke to her?
Yep.
Things went well?
Yeah.
Did you ask her on a date?
Nope.
Is it Jess?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go to school.
What?
With her.
I know.
Moron.
Well, don't worry.
But yeah, there you go.
Hello, Nick and Raymond.
My
My questions to you guys is, I am majorly socially awkward. Wow, we have a lot of socially awkward viewers.
No shit, they watch our videos.
Well, yeah, that's not a good place to start. If you use Nick and I as a basis of how to act, I was going to say in French, how to behave yourself in society, it's, it's just not very good now, especially if you use Nick.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
I'm a businessman.
Yeah, you spend most of your time insulting people. Let's not lie to each other.
That works out well. I see Donald Trump do it all the time.
Well, that's not wrong. Anyways, my question for you, he's majorly socially awkward. I struggle to hold a conversation with anyone, even if I am going on a group conversation. I just end up standing there awkwardly listening to other conversations. My question to you guys is, what are some strategies that I could implement to use to help me overcome my social awkwardness? Did that
come across on camera?
Did someone just buy something from the R12 store? Okay, well.
Somebody bought a hat, thanks.
Hey, there you go. So, Nick, do you have any strategies when entering a conversation with someone?
Yeah, you go in and you yell.
And I hope
what's the
that
guy
you're. Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, and I've never had a strategy.
You just go in.
Except for when talking to someone that I'm sexually attracted to. Then I try and have a strategy, but usually it fails. So
What's your strategy?
my strategy is, well, okay, I have the worst strategy ever. So I'm a very friendly person. Although you've seen, like, I can chat people up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I chat people up and then immediately get myself stuck in the friend zone and never leave.
Yep.
That's the only strategy I have. It's like, oh, if this girl thinks I'm a nice person, I'm an awesome person, maybe she'll want to go out with me. And then
Yep.
I always forget, oh, nice guys end up last. And then next thing you know, I'm single.
Yep.
And she has a boyfriend and they run off. And then they're eloping somewhere while I'm just sitting at home by myself.
Crying.
Well,
Eating your Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Stuck in a room with
For one.
Stuck in a room with another guy called Nick, talking about podcast stuff. You know,
It's worked out pretty well.
has it worked out pretty well?
I think so.
I mean, it's worked out pretty well for you,
Can't complain. Except about my car.
except for when he gets a new car. Yeah, he'll get a new car soon. Don't you worry. Live question for Rick and Jay.
No, for Nick and Jeff.
Yeah, you just said Rick and Jay. Anyways,
Rick and Morty.
I'm starting a YouTube channel, and I want to know any tips. Any tips you, mostly Nick, think are important. I think that's why I kept that question, was just because of the mostly Nick.
Title of this podcast: Raymond gets shafted.
Yeah, well, that happens every podcast. So, you, mostly Nick, what kind of advice you have?
Make videos that you like, and then hopefully people will like those too.
Yeah, so here's my advice, even though you don't want it. Get lucky.
That's another part.
Yeah, let's not lie to each other. There's a huge luck aspect.
I mean, there is a lot of science in it that you can
obviously
do and like figure out.
But it's like sometimes you just don't know why stuff goes viral. You can work super hard and make super good quality videos and no one watches them.
There's some videos that I made, I'm just like, wait, really? Why?
Exactly.
It's just a normal video. Like, there was a video I made. Do you remember spin tires?
Yes.
I have a spin tires video. I made it. Do you remember Tomcat?
Yes,
Forrest?
I do.
So Forrest was playing a bunch of spin tires, and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't played spin tires in like a year, 2 years. So I'm like, I'm gonna download 2 mods and try it out for myself. So I downloaded like a Raptor and like a Dodge Ram.
Okay.
So I just spent like 10 minutes driving around like the little free play area, driving around back and forth, screwing around.
Made a video?
Made a video of me like practicing for when Forrest and I were gonna play together.
Yeah.
That video has like 800,000 views of me just screwing around.
I feel like that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. I'm just like, I keep saying it in my video too. I'm like, I haven't played this game in forever. I'm just practicing for when we like start this up properly.
Wow, that's just unfortunate. You're just looking at the viewer count. You're just like, how?
Let me tell you how many views it has.
It's around 800,000, you said, right? So,
Something like that. It's really high on the list.
long
It's
story
really
short,
bad.
if you want advice, Nick just gave it to you. But realistically, let me give you the advice from someone who...
830K views.
There you go.
That's
let
a
me
lot.
give you advice from someone who's on the grind. Just keep at it, and hopefully it works out. And try and chase that viral video, because that might be the thing that blows up your channel.
Oh, for me, it's just consistency.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, I did the consistency gig for 2 years straight. Nothing had changed. My viewership went up by maybe 5%. If you hit if you hit that
Virality?
yeah,
Is
if
that
you
a
hit
word?
virality, I don't know if it's a word. I'm
I don't
making
know,
it
I
up.
made that up.
If you hit virality while being consistent, boom, that's a huge explosion in viewership. I'm just throwing it out there.
I
Anyways,
just try to think of things that people want to see.
next question comes from a guy called Jack McLaren.
Nice name.
Exactly.
His dad, Bruce.
I'm not sure if his name is actually Jack McLaren. That's just, anyways. Dear Raymond and Nick, my name is Jack and I live in Edinburgh. And I was looking at
What?
Edinburgh.
Wait, where?
Edinburgh. Okay, fuck you. I don't know how to say it.
Wait. Are you trying to say Edinburgh?
Edinburgh. Yeah, but no, it's Edinburgh. It's written EDINBURGH.
That's Edinburgh. Oh my God, Raymond.
Okay, in my defense, I'm heavily dyslexic. Moving on.
In his defense, he also cannot read the English language.
That might be tied to the fact that I'm dyslexic. Moving on.
Okay, in his defense, he's also a massive moron.
Well, that doesn't mean much coming from you, and that does it.
At least
Moving
I can
on.
pronounce Edinburgh
Moving on.
instead of Edinburgh.
Bro, there are worse things. At least I can pronounce meth. Moving.
You didn't pronounce it there properly.
Meth.
Okay,
Meth.
no, you did.
However you want to say it.
Meth.
Funny.
Methamphetamine.
My budget is around 20K. I have an exception. It has to sound nice. What are your thoughts? 20K pounds. 20K in pounds. You can buy a lot of cars with that.
You could.
I'd go for an old M3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You haven't thought of this.
No, I'm. This is just off the top of my head. I'm not thinking.
The UK
Yeah.
shafts you on insurance.
Okay, go ahead.
My R32
Yep.
to insure
Yep.
for 1 year,
Okay.
£10,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
That's what I was told at least.
Okay, so then what do you know what the insurance rates for other cars are?
If it has more than like a 1 point something liter engine, it's ridiculous.
Wow. £10,000 a year.
It's a V6.
Because insurance here is pretty cheap, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, right. So it's compared to that, it's like, let's say you want to buy a Subaru, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say in a base Impreza.
Yeah. That's too fast. It has too big an engine.
I know. But let's say you want to buy
Actually, does it? What's the normal Subaru engine size?
1.6.
Oh, maybe that's fine then. I think it might be 1.6.
Okay, let's say you want to buy a Jeep Patriot 2.4.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Okay, Jeep Patriot 1.4. You've been in my Jeep. It doesn't exactly go fast.
Yeah.
You know, it's more of a like, maybe I'll accelerate sometime this year.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you buy that, you spend $20,000 on your Jeep.
Yep.
Let's say you make $40K a year. $10,000 went to taxes,
Yep.
and $10,000 of your yearly income goes to insurance.
Yep.
I don't want to go to the UK.
Exactly.
Why is Ford's set in the UK? Imagine Ford's on Horizon. And
You have to pay
insurance for your cars. Like they're.
Oh, we should do a challenge of that.
Imagine at E3 and they're like promoting. Yeah, we got this brand new feature. It's called the insurance feature, and everyone's like, "What?"
No, we'll do a challenge of that. We'll do the best car for insurance.
The best.
For like the best first car. ... insurance.
Yeah,
or
but that
something
means
like
that means you can't increase the power.
No, you wouldn't be able to increase the engine size.
Oh,
the
but you
power.
So wait. So if you're running a Ford Fiesta engine, but like let's say it's
We'll have to dodge the government a little bit.
okay. So then just put an electronic control in your engine that like,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
We
yeah.
have those.
Yeah, those exist. They're easy to install.
Yeah,
I think maybe
it's a tune.
it's a tune.
It's pretty easy.
There you go. Problem solved there.
But that's a good idea. We should do that.
But no, good car for under 20K. You can get a Ford Fiesta.
Yeah. I get a Volkswagen Polo or Volkswagen Up.
There you go. Up? Really?
Yeah.
You
Up
want,
exclamation
it
mark.
needs to sound nice. This
I
guy
like
in
the
UK.
Up.
Okay.
The Up's awesome.
Does the Up sound nice?
No.
Then you've not answered the question.
But it's cool.
All right. Well, we'll leave it at but it's cool, I guess.
I like the Up. If they sold the Up here, I'd buy an Up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very surprising. I'm actually kind
It's
of
a cool car.
well, that's one of us.
You know, I've wanted like a cheap, like super cheap car for a really long time.
Well, just a car that you don't care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
well,
like the thing is,
well, don't buy nice cars, Mister. I buy a GTR.
hater. Like the thing is, when you have
don't
those
even like
cars,
your car. Why do you even defend yourself?
the thing with those cars,
Yep.
when they come in,
Yep.
like when it's like 5 years or older,
Mm-hmm.
they're super cheap.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's why I want more of those.
Well, there you go. Oh, so you're just gonna buy them when they're super cheap 5 years later?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hello, Nick, guest, and hopefully not Raymond. All right. Another episode of the podcast turning into Bully Raymond. All right. I'm 15 years old and in the last year of secondary education, year 11. And I need a suggestion on A, getting money. B, go to college or nah.
Don't ask either of us for those.
C, how to beat my Red Bull addiction.
No.
Red Bull addiction is actually realistic. So number one, how to get money. Get a job. Problem solved.
Yep.
There's also another way. So what you do is you go get a haircut. Go to Aston Martin. Buy an Aston Martin. Go to...
What's this for?
This is how to get money.
Oh.
Go to the casino. Say, Bond. James Bond. They'll all be afraid. They'll run away. Take their money. There you go. You've made money.
Okay.
License to kill. And that was for get money. You have anything for get money?
Rob a bank.
Wow, that's some... Nick is getting really deep on his advice.
Like to put a disclaimer: do not rob a bank.
What about number 2?
AR-12 and engine failure and Ray Vision make no. What's it called? Something. Don't rob a bank.
We will not be held accountable for any actions based off the words that we speak on this podcast.
That except
Wow,
if you want money, rob a bank.
I should be a lawyer. B, go to college or nah?
Nah.
Go to college. Well, actually, you're American, so maybe it's not worth. I don't know. I can never keep track. Stuff's so expensive in the States. Do you know how expensive it is to get an education? Let's say
it's at least $752,000.44.
Okay, well that's a little bit too accurate and a little bit too much, but
No,
that's
it's
besides
accurate.
the point. Oh,
I looked
well
it
maybe
up.
in Canadian if you convert. But no, so I'm looking to do my master's eventually, possibly, and
He's
you
not
know
gonna
I
do
started. All right, well thank you, Nick. I appreciate the vote of confidence. What a
It
good
has
friend.
nothing to do with you not getting in.
Okay,
It has everything to do with you being like, nah.
what do you mean?
That's what you're gonna do.
Anyways,
I guarantee it.
I have been looking at schools and prices.
Yep.
If I wanted to go do a master's in the U.S.
Yep.
for a program that takes a year to do.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. Go ahead, guess.
1
in,
year?
in USD, not Canadian.
US dollars,
Yeah.
30 grand.
You're having a laugh.
What do you mean?
You're having a laugh.
What do you mean?
Jack it up. This is masters we're talking about, not undergrad.
I don't know how this works.
200,000.
What? You're having a laugh. Oh, no, you're not going to school then. Now you're really not going to school.
That's good. Well, I'm not going to go to there in the States. It's a lot cheaper to do a master's in Canada.
My kids are never going to school. They're going to say, Daddy,
Fair enough. The fucking year there.
no, they're going to be, Daddy, can we go to school and university in
Nick's going to be like,
America?
stop talking and make YouTube videos.
No, I'm going to say, shh, you could go to school for 1 year, or I could have a Lamborghini. High school's fine.
High school is fine. Oh,
That's ridiculous.
My God. I know, right?
No.
No, but now you understand, like, people are always like, I would always wondered because Americans come to my school because it's cheaper for them to come
I
study
know.
in Canada.
I know a lot of people who did that.
Yeah, and I speak to them. They're like, "Oh, so why'd you choose the school? Is it better?" No, they're just like, "No, it's just cheaper."
Yeah.
I'm like, it must be crazy expensive in the States for it to be cheaper for them to go to another
Yeah.
country to get their education.
I keep falling out of the frame. I keep having to sit up.
Just don't be lazy, man.
Just my head.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, one of my friends who I played lacrosse with, sort of, kind of, he was from New Hampshire, and he got a scholarship to a university in the States.
Yep.
Like, not a full scholarship, but like a partial scholarship.
Yeah.
Still came here because even with the scholarship, it was too expensive.
Yeah, I believe you. 100%.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So, this question is really funny. Well, I thought it was really interesting. This is why I kept it.
Oh, dear.
Because I feel like the person who wrote this question is not completely in touch with reality. No offense to whoever this is.
Does he have an Aston Martin?
No.
Oh.
He might have one in the future. Hi, insert whoever's on the podcast, so Raymond and Nick.
Hey, nice. This guy's smart.
I am an 18-year-old guy who didn't get my license until now. I live in a fairly wealthy family in California. My dad told me that because I finally got my license, I can pick a car out that was under 500 grand. Now, call
me up, bro. I go to California sometimes.
Now, let me start by saying this, okay? If your dad can afford to spend $500,000 on your car, on your first car, you're not in a fairly wealthy family. You're in a rich as fuck family.
His dad is definitely built.
Like fairly wealthy is like what, making $200,000, $300,000 a year. Already there, you're in the top 1% of a country. Most
Sure.
countries, right? If your dad's spending $500,000 on your first car,
I would definitely say
yep,
save up a year. First car,
yep.
Vulcan.
I mean, like he could go there.
A road legal one. There's only one in the world, but
Okay, I didn't read the second part.
Oh.
Under 500 grand. My dad is an Apple executive, apparently. I don't know if that's relevant or not.
You're reading this on a Samsung. Here you go. Hold this in the background.
Yeah, okay, there we go. We're
There
good.
you go. It'll look better.
My
There you
dad
go.
is an Apple. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast. Wink. Oh, wait, you can't see.
I really
Yeah,
like
Nick,
it.
wink.
You felt my batteries
Anyways.
not doing so well. Hook me up.
I honestly was expecting a bigger budget. Are you fucking... Bro. Sorry, okay? We're not trying to be dicks, but bro, you do realize most people will never have access to even close to $100,000 in their life.
Just saying.
70% of Americans live
Can
below
this
the
guy
poverty line.
Buy all of your fucking merch.
Honestly.
I will send it to him.
All right. Anyways, all right, cool. I can't focus after
His dad's definitely Tim.
So I narrowed down my choice to these. Do you think I should get a 2018 Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spider,
Nah, boring.
Porsche 911
Definitely
GT2
not.
RS, McLaren
You can't even buy those.
600 LT pre-order?
You can't order those either.
Pre-order.
Sure.
Okay. Ferrari 458 Italia Coupe. Lamborghini Aventador 2017, Ford GT, Audi R8, Nissan GTR, Acura NSX, Corvette, Dodge Viper, or Mercedes AMG GT. I'll tell you what you don't want to get. Don't get a Nissan GTR. Nick can attest to that. Anyways, you have $500,000. Why settle for a GTR?
Yeah, why are you being a pleb?
I mean, if you want to get an F-Type and a GTR and a Corvette.
Sure.
Right?
Also, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, okay. What would you get? 500,000 USD.
Ford GT.
Yeah, well, he offered that as one of the choices.
Well, he won't be able to get one.
Why? Well, yeah, obviously.
You have to apply.
Yeah, I know.
And he's not going to get accepted.
Obviously. But what happens if his dad applies for him? And then,
Still not going to get accepted.
Okay, well, there you go.
Unless they own a fuckload of Fords, they're not getting accepted.
Lamborghini Performante?
Nah, boring.
What? Really? Okay, so then what would you go for? You have $500,000, and it's something that you need to be able to get. None of this, oh, you need to apply with it, you can't get it, but this is what you should get. This is tough. This is a good question. McLaren, 650?
No, just because you have a boner for the McLaren right now.
720? How much is a 720?
You can buy a 720.
Yeah,
720 is actually cheaper than it
720
looks.
is really cool. I like it.
720 is like 300 grand.
McLaren's doing good with their newer cars. Like, they're looking
Yeah, it's
good.
because their F1 team's shit.
Well, at least you know where all the money's going.
Every year, Jeremy Clarkson said it. If the F1 team's doing well,
The cars,
the road cars are really good. If the F1 team's doing well, road cars are shit.
Yeah.
When McLaren was winning all the F1 races,
Yep.
that's when they had like no road cars out.
Yep.
And then they sort of flipped, and then they went to work with Honda, and they ditched Mercedes. Like, that's when they made the SLR. Mm-hmm. And then they made the MP4, and then it was just like, oh.
Yeah, okay, so first off, the MP4-12C.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's forgotten about that car.
It still exists.
No,
still
I know. It's
really fast.
I feel like it's a really cool... Also...
They're really cheap now, too. They're less than like 100,000 pounds.
Oh, man, I would get that. It's a cool car.
Super cool.
Also...
McLarens are scary fast, too.
Side note, this is just a side note. Am I the only one who feels like they basically, for a lot of their newer cars, like especially the 650, they took the back of the MP4, slapped it on the 650, and they took the front of the P1, and they're like,
that's what they did. If you look at their newer stuff too, the 720S is a McLaren Senna. Yep. Just sort of like, yeah. The Speedtail, their new car, is basically like a McLaren, like Senna / P1 / F1. Yeah. Going. Well, that's what McLaren does.
Well, I feel like slightly unoriginal, but at least they have a look that works for now, at least.
For now. I just like the 720.
I think you'll like this question. This one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hi, Nicky Poo and Bald Vision. I
already like it.
I have an addiction to donating to Twitch streamers.
Oh, perfect. Hit me up. AR12, twitch.ar12gaming.com. No,
ever since gifting subs had been added,
it's Mr. Beast.
It has gotten worse.
Oh, this is Flashlight.
What is your advice for giving people uppity? Yours sincerely, your boy Levi.
Oh shit, it's Levi.
So this is my advice for you, Levi, and it comes very much from the heart because I really care about your well-being, and this has nothing to do with me being able to get money from you giving. Can't stop, won't stop. Anyways,
your addiction is not a problem, and there's no reason to fix it.
I don't see what's wrong with your problem.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I think you're recovering from your addiction. I haven't seen you in my stream in 2 weeks or so.
I know, right?
So maybe you should swing.
Hit us up.
We're kidding.
Are we done? Done the podcast? Is
no,
this the podcast?
One last. Come on. Oh, you're really not enjoying the podcast, are you?
No, I'm just not enjoying you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nothing new. That's what?
It's funny.
All right.
I like how I'm just ahead now. I'm just gonna be ahead.
This guy named himself Bagel.
Raymond, cut to my screen.
All right. This guy named himself Bagel. He said, "Hello, Raymond and Nick. Trying to find new activities for the winter months. Snowboarding is a little expensive, but what is some good winter activities for you guys to do?" Now, before we answer this question, all winter activities are expensive. That's a general rule.
Is that true?
Hockey. Would you say that's
expensive.
cheap? Okay. How much does buying hockey equipment cost?
Depends how much you want to spend.
Okay, but let's just say it costs
you
at
can get
least
skates for like $100.
No, I know, but buying everything like properly, at least 500.
Sure.
Right? Skiing or snowboarding.
Skiing expensive?
Yeah.
How much are skis?
Skis? Well, you can get them pretty cheap, but do you want your skis to break while going down a hill at 60 kilometers an hour or faster?
Well, they're not going to break.
Trust
how much are like basic skis?
I've broken $1,000 skis, so trust me when I say they can break easy. I've seen skis broken.
Yeah, but how much are like the basic skis?
Basic pair of skis?
Like $200?
Let's say a brand new pair of skis that you want to buy, but that's like not high class, but you know, it gets you. you're looking at least $300, $400.
What the?
And then you have the boots, and then you have the snowsuit if you don't have that yet, poles, helmet, goggles. Helmet's the most important part. If you go skiing without a helmet, you're stupid.
Yep.
Or else, I mean, here's my best suggestion, and this is serious. Curling.
Well, most people have a broom.
No, but like, the broom costs like $70.
That broom costs $70?
Well, it depends if you get it made out of carbon fiber or some cheap material.
No.
Yeah, you
no
can
one's
get it.
getting a carbon fiber broom.
I have one because I curled for a year.
Wait. You curled for 1 year.
Yes.
And you decided,
No.
I'm so invested in this sport. Let me go ahead and buy a carbon fiber curling broom.
Let me explain to you how things occurred, okay?
The title of this podcast, Raymond wasted his money.
All right. Well, that wouldn't be the first time, but you've wasted your money plenty on the GTR.
No, I spend money in a funny way.
Okay. Well, you're just rephrasing things, aren't you? Let me explain this.
No
Okay.
one bought a carbon fiber curling broom as a joke.
So I used to ski race, right?
Yep.
I broke my leg a few too many times.
Yep.
My parents were like, "That's it. No more skiing." You know where that comes from. So they're like, "You need a new winter sport because we won't have you lazing around the house." So
Yep.
they're like, "Okay,
Except that's exactly
you're
what
going
you
to
do
start
still.
curling," and they bought the equipment
Yep.
for me
Yep.
before I'd even made the decision.
Yeah.
So I curled for a year. Actually, almost made it to provincials.
Really?
Turns out curling's not that difficult as long as you put the time and effort into it. Because I was curling multiple times. Anyways,
Yeah.
long story short, yeah, that's how I got a carbon fiber curling broom that I
Oh.
haven't used in 10 years.
Marco and I went curling and we got kicked out.
Yeah, that was funny. School tryouts, good times.
Yeah, that was fun though.
Well, on that note, I do believe it is time to end. Thank you all for having joined us on today's episode of the Engine Failure.
You have any bombs to drop?
Any bombs to drop?
Yeah.
No.
Any like, like some big news?
I'm pregnant. Okay. You can follow me on social media. I sexually identify as a attack helicopter. I can be pregnant.
Why, are you going to pop out a little helicopter?
No, I'm going to pop out a heat-seeking missile. Anyways.
That's how you're going to drop the bomb.
Yeah, exactly that. It's literally dropping the bomb. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. As usual, links to Nick and I's social media are in the description down below. We do hope you enjoyed. And with all that having been said, be sure to subscribe to The Engine Failure. Follow us on social media as well so you keep up to date on all the newest episodes of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, here's your hat, Raymond. There you go.
I'm going to go put that in the wash now. Enjoy your Sunday.
You can get your own.
Enjoy your Sunday.
Start at air12gaming.com.
Enjoy your Sunday. Goodbye.